What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm very sorry if this video or recap is late on Ansatsu Kyoushitsu, which is on chapter 160. Now, this chapter right here, I gotta say, pretty cool chapter in a certain sense, you know? And we get to see a certain development for many of our characters and so forth, and not to mention like a certain antagonist is on the way, but forgot the person's name, but it seems like to me he's really serious about doing his job here and there. So if anything else, let's continue on. Okay, at the beginning of the chapter, we have to it that Kurasama is invited by Erina to actually have a little small dinner, you know? And it was kind of funny how it starts off at first, you know? It starts off here and there, but eventually, it starts to, dive down into a serious conversation between the two. And of course, Erina gives Kurasama chocolate from one of our students or something. But apparently, she was unable to be able to give the chocolate herself. Well, that's Kurahasi Hinano. She pretty much has a crush on him. If you guys remember, watching the anime or reading the manga or something, you know, you guys get the cue. So that's about it. So eventually, you know, as time continues on with its procedure to a certain point in the chapter, Kurasama tells Erina that the press is still having a lot of assassinations planned out, and this giant weaponry inside an armory is shown, and this person with the scar on his left eye or something, depending how you look at it or something, is pretty much on his way, and he is pretty much known, and I think that's Hadro-san whatsoever. And then before we get into more Kurasama and Erina scenes, we get to see Koro-sensei talking to the principal of the school, you know, and the principal tries to kill him, but that did not come out so well, and there was a comedic moment where he's gonna cut Koro-sensei's salary due to the fact that he's looking at a photo or something, but that person is Koro-sensei's lover, if you guys remember correctly, and this is all, and we already know who that person is. That's Yukimura Sensei. And eventually, you know, when the principal found out that the students are able to save him, the principal asked him, was about to ask him about, are you going to follow her footsteps and teach her for the rest of the time? Because I think it would be a great opportunity or something. But Koro Sensei turned down the offer and says, he decides to teach for 1 year and 1 year only. And then the principal asked him, what you gonna do next? He goes I'm just gonna cruise around. And then Koro Sensei asked him, how's your son? And the principal says, oh, my son's getting ready to freaking take over the entire system within a year, but not on my watch or something, you know? So yeah, the principal and Koro Sensei has a little have a little small time moment, and eventually, you know, we get to a scene where Erina and Kurasama are talking to each other, you know, and this is where Erina is really concerned about the kids for their well-being, you know, and that could be understandable in a certain sense because because she knows that these kids have all these good innocent faces in a certain way, and Kurasama tells Erina, you know what? After this job is over, quit being a hitman right now. Your emotions are already getting to you, and missions would just become worse right now. And for you to actually have these emotions hit you at this fatal point, you're not gonna get any better as a hitman or something. So pretty much he's telling her, quit being a hitman, because you know what? You're just being a weakling with emotions taking over you. Well, not in a certain sense like that, but he's just telling her you gotta retire, because you know what? If you let these emotions take over you, the missions will only get hard for you later if it does. Erina tries to point a gun at Kurasama, but Kurasama caught her hand already. But Erina tells Kurasama you don't get it at all, okay? I killed for many, many freaking years right now, and I have no right to go back to what I do, okay? So what the heck do you want me to do? But Kurasama tells Erina, let me tell you something. these kids taught us there's always brand new paths and doors open towards each other, you know? And he says, come work for the Ministry of Defense and so forth. And your experiences will come in handy and so forth. And by that time, like, Erina is like, okay, what are you talking about? And he pretty much says you should go to, like, freaking, like, certain parts where you can, like, save more people, and then, like, maybe you can stop by a shrine and pray for all the people you've killed. And she goes, like, a shrine? What are you kidding me? I'm a Christian, and I don't have any relatives in Japan. And Kurasuma tells her, you don't get it? There aren't any churches near my house. And she ends up thinking hard about this. She goes, like, hold on, what are you saying right now? And then Kurasuma says, I said what I said. And she goes, like, it's not really cool for a man and woman living together in the same roof. And Kurasuma says, if you don't want to, then live by yourself. And then Erina's like, okay, no, I changed my mind. I'll, like, live with you. So overall, in this chapter, there's only a couple bullet points I will point out. One of them is Kurasuma and Erina Sensei's bonding together. Well, not just only comrades, but possibly a ship. I know a lot of people might have shipped between those two after for a while now. I'm not gonna lie about that. 2, we have to it that Koro Sensei and the prince will have a little small talk about Yukimura and so forth, and some other business about offering Koro Sensei to stay by and help, you know. And of course, the third one I could say in the middle of the chapter was really, really important, because this is where a giant old weapon comes in, and this other person with a scar in his left eye is about to come in and kick some major butt. Well, I highly doubt it. It just depends how he does it. And the fourth bullet point I could give out is probably Erina and Kurasuma talking to each other a little bit more. Kurasuma offering her another job or something, and it'll help out way more than what she's doing right now. So that's all I can really say for this chapter. I gotta say it's a pretty cool one. So if anything else, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye.